Hello, 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 good morning. Hello, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the live sessions on the base of the how to become civil structure engineer in the multinational company. So today we are going to discuss some important thing. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the live sessions. Basic base of the how to become civil structure engineer in like basics of multinational company. Knowledge, basics of civil structure engineering. So how today we are going to career in civil structure engineering important and the internship versus job for the fresher. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the live sessions. Basic base of the how to become civil structure engineer in like basics of multinational company. Knowledge, basics of civil structure engineering. So how today we are going to career in civil structure engineering important and the internship versus job for the fresher. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the live sessions. Basic. So basically हम आज the first thing that which software you required when you starting your career as a structure engineer. So first thing, which software you required when you join as a civil engineer or as a structure engineer. The all the software are used in the structural engineering, and the which software you need to use it's depend on requirement, right? There are so many softwares like state pro etaps, then Revit structure. Which software you want it's depend on our requirement, right? So first of all, the State Pro, right? State Pro is the software which, when you are in the civil structure engineering field, first software you need to learn the State Pro. Why? Because State Pro is easier software than the rest of the software. Because State Pro containing easy steps during the designing as compared to ETAPs. Like if you are using ETAPs, generally especially ETAPs used for the high-rise structure or multi-story structure. So basically, State Pro is used whenever you are uh, coming in the structural engineering field. So one more thing, how to learn the structural engineering software like State Pro, ETAPs. I always telling everyone that whenever you are going to learn where somewhere, and ask them that their qualification, if they are BTech or they are a civil engineer, or and they teach you the State Pro, this is not a right method, because they don't know what is the basic of the structural engineering. Always recommend that whenever you are joining the structural engineering, then go and learn something from the structural engineer. Don't don't go uh, go don't go with any architecture or any civil engineer. If you want to learn State Pro, then you need to go with the structural engineer which already familiar with the State Pro, right? So this is the important thing, that you need to know which software you need to learn, and from where you learn, right? And the second thing is the basics of civil structural engineering. The meaning of the basic is the foundation knowledge, right? Foundation, that means, doesn't mean structural foundation. Foundation means all the subject foundation. I telling you in more details, like if you if you go for the civil engineer, right? Then you as a site engineer, then what you need to know, like types of concrete, types of grade of cement, and types of test for the ready mix concrete, strength of the concreting, density of the concreting, depth of the, how to decide the depth of the beam. And if any structural engineer give you some plan, if structural engineer give you some plan, then this plan, and check this plan as per your requirement. This is safe, this is okay or not. If the planning was perfect, structural drawing was perfect, then you need to apply. So as a site engineer, you need to learn all the tests for the concreting. You able to read structural engineering drawing, and you have to knowledge that why structural engineer place this more column, more numbers of bar here, why less steel here, why the reinforcement is greater than this place, what is the basics, or what is the basic, why. So these all the things you need to know when you are joining as a civil engineer, site engineer. Because whenever some structural engineers send you some plans, that doesn't mean they are 100% correct. There are some mistakes, so you need to correct these mistakes before execution. So as a civil engineer, you know the basics of the uh, civil engineering or structural engineering. One more thing, whenever you are going for the foundation designing, so you are able to read all the foundation designs, like raft footing, mat foundation, grillage foundation, pile foundation, types of pile foundation, piles in group, single piles, which types of pile they are going to use. So slope footing, pad footing. What are the difference between slope footing and pad footing? Why we are considering slope footing rather than pad footing, right? And in the case of eccentric footing, what should be step did you take? How to avoid eccentricity? The main thing, because every structural engineer or every civil engineer, whenever designing some structures for the design for the eccentric footing like this is the road condition, that they definitely they need to know how to designing eccentric footing, right? So after the designing, you have to knowledge how to mark the column, how to place the footing, and how to provide the reinforcement as per the structural drawing. I will show you some structural drawing after the conversation, how to designing the eccentric footing, and what are the probable factor that effect on the eccentric footing, right? One more thing, eccentric footing generally depending on the area of the footing as well as the eccentric load. Everyone familiar with the eccentric loading, but the now in the present condition the foundation area is almost same factor that useful for the footing designing for the eccentric footing, right? So you need to know the eccentric footing criteria. Then next, pile foundation. Why pile foundation use and when pile foundation use? Everyone know pile foundation use, but when? Let's stress, right? If the soil bearing capacity is less than 30 kilonewton per meter square, right? Then and then we are going to use pile foundation. Then one more question: which type of pile we are going to use? So this is the thing that you need to know. Which types of pile, end bearing pile, friction pile, anchor pile, batten pile, compression pile, tension pile. So many types of pile available in the market. Which pile you need to use as per the requirement. The next, how to start career in civil structure, and we are going to some brief introduction, and then we are discussing deeply in all the topics, right? And third topic is how to start career in civil and structural engineering. So there are so many civil engineering and structural engineering in the market. Whenever they joining any civil or structural engineering, whenever they think to joining civil or structural engineering field, first of all they think that I need some salary when I join any structural or civil engineering field, right? So this is a wrong way, right? First of all, because whenever you are joining in any civil or structural engineering, your experience is zero, right? in, in if you have bike, right, and I will tell you that give me your bike, I need to go somewhere, and you know very well I don't know how to ride, how to ride the bike. Then you are allow me to give your bikes? Nobody. Then the same thing, if you are going for if you are going somewhere and learn the state pro software or structural engineering software, then you ask them give me some salary, how they will give you? Because you don't know the basics of the structural engineering. So you don't know the basics of the structural engineering, right? So the thing is that whenever you are joining as a civil engineer or structural engineer, you need to do some internship before the starting of your career, right? So joining as a civil fresher engineer or as a structural fresher engineer, and if you are in the if you whenever you are doing your btech or mtech, so some join some webinars, doing some extra activities, site visit, do frequently site visits. So what happened when after the pass out your engineering, then definitely you directly got the job. If you are not able to, if you are not able to do that some internship, some webinars, then what happened? Nobody will take you because you don't have experience. They are practicing with the G plus 12, 13, 15 story building, right? How they will allow you to how they will allow you to designing the structure without the knowledge? Just think about this. How they will allow you? Right? So this is the very most important thing, that whenever you are in the btech or mtech, do some internship, some webinars, and join some internships during the final year. Join some offices that they provide you the internship. Then after 6 months internship, definitely you will get the job as per your qualification and as per your requirement. Now the last thing is internship versus job for the fresher. If you are a fresher, right, then some of the companies will provide you the salary, and some companies they don't allow to pay some salaries. Why this is a difference? Because some companies required some experienced person, and some companies required without experienced person. So what company does, they give some internship to the to you with the salary, right? And some of the company which don't pay you the salary. If company is not paid you salary, then what you can do, just go to the company and work with them as a 3 month, right? After the 3 months, what happened, did sorry, after 3 months you get some sufficient knowledge that you are able to designing and you are able to handling your sites, right? Right. So this is the important thing. Just 1 minute. Okay, let's say, if you have any questions, then please comment in the chat box. If you are a civil engineer or structural engineer, and if you want to convert your field from structure to, so from site engineer to civil engineer or whatever, right, you can comment your problems and we will discuss about this. And now we are going to talk some internship programs, right? How to join the internship program, and what are the basics of the internship, what you need to prepare when you are in the internship, right? So one thing, when you are joining the some internship program, you need, as a structural engineer, what you need to do, first day they teach you that how to designing any structure by manual concept including foundation designing, column designing, beam designing, step designing. Then they allow you to drafting some beams, like draftman draft the columns beams position, right? So you need to do the same, how to draw the beam, and one more thing, how to designing the reinforcement for the beam column. You already familiar with this RCDC software. RCDC software, they give you directly designing for the staircase, walls, RCC. So I mean that means RCC wall done. Then next, pile foundation, they give you everything, but you are not able to share the designing directly to the site. Why? Because you don't know the basic theory of this designing, right? If you pass any exam, then what you need to do some practice before the giving the exam. That the same thing, if you want to structural engineer, then you need to learn some basics of the structural engineering before joining some companies. This is the, and when you are going some internship program, then they will teach you these all the things, right? Basics of the structural engineering, some basic softwares, state pro, ETAPs, whatever software they are going to use in their company. So the all the things you need to know. And the next is, how much software you need to learn, from basic to which level. Whenever you're joining some film, they will teach you the state pro software, ITF software, whatever software they will teach you. So what you need to do, from basic to higher level. From basic to higher level, learn everything, learn every command, each and every point, don't miss anything. If you miss something, that means, if you miss something, that what happened, you are not able to designing that particular thing, like you fail. Like you are designing some structures, okay, yeah, you know very well foundation designing, you know very well types of foundation, then you also know how the designing for the earthquake structure, but you don't know how to take the load of the staircase. Even somebody don't know types of the staircase. Types of the staircase including which types of staircase? First, like a beam type staircase, like cantilever staircase. Then third, regular waist slab design. Sorry, waist slab stair design. Like this is the major type of the staircase, right? So you need to know which beam take maximum load, which beam take load, where the axial load coming on the building, on the stair, right? So you need to know everything as per the textbook or as per the IS code, right? IS code also, in the IS code they also provide you where you need to take the live load from 1 kilonewton to 5 kilonewton, 6 kilonewton, and how much reduce, how much increasing is. So whenever someone asking, brother, where did you take this load, then what did you give the answer? I don't know, I take it myself. No, you need to give them answer, I took this value as per Indian standard code or whatever code you are going to use. Without code you are not able to designing any structure. If this structure was failure, then you only who are responsible for the failure of the structure. In the current situation, what happened, everyone designing the structure by himself, like they are structure engineer and they open the new office and designing some structure. This is not possible. If you want to designing any structure, then you need to learn the basics of the structure engineering, then and then you are able to designing any structure by yourself. So this is all the thing which you need to know properly before the designing of the structure, right? Right, now we are going to discuss about Stateful software and some basics internship, what you need to designing when you are in the internship. I will show you my work properly. Just a 1 minute, I will add my display. So I will show you some basic work whichever done whenever I was in my internship program. It will reflect you as soon as possible. I will. Okay, so what happened when you are going to designing any building, then the responsibility is only based only on you, right? I will show you some internship program. Whenever I join some intensive, this is my work. I done. I will show you step by step. You can see in the top left footing designing, then top right some reinforcement designing, column designing, then then next tie beam designing, then ground floor slab, then first floor slab and second floor slab. This is a G plus 3 structure you need to design, right? Whenever you are going to join some structural constituency, you need to do at the end of internship period. During the internship period, they will teach you all the things I already discussed: footing, beam, column, slab. As per they teach you, IS 1893 18920, all the codes you need to know, you need to learn before the joining, during the your internship. As per the Indian Standard Code, which factor they are going to use in the current situation. What you need to know: types of the new IS code and new embedment. In the present situation, what happened? Like I think new embedment will came, right? IS 1893 and 13920. So what is the basics given in that particular code in the embedment? What is the importance of embedment? Embedment means, in the new version they will give some basic changes, and in the embedment they provide you whatever changes they will take, right? As per the 1893, I will tell you some important things what they take whenever, as per the embedment 1893 and 13920, right? Some time period importance given. Some time periods, then what is given, some vertical earthquake consideration, vertical earthquake checking criteria they given. They also give some floating column concepts. Then they also give some torsional irregularity, some important going to designing. So the all the things you need to know very well. Then I think they give some dynamic analysis concept, which dynamic analysis and modification. And they also mention some shear failure criteria, right, as per the previous code. And you also know, before the updating code, what is the past code, past Indian Standard Code said, right? So you know very well what they tell you, right? Right. So you know very well what they tell you, right? This is about embedment. And then now we are going to talk about Etap software. What is the importance of Etap software? Etap software is one of the important software they are using for the high rise structure. In the case of low rise structure, you can use state, right? For the high rise structure, what happened? You need to do so many importance design, like response spectrum, time history analysis, seismic load designing, P delta analysis. All the designing will be done in the ETABS, and they give you some accurate result. So we are going to use ETABS when we are designing for high rise structure. In the current situation, whenever you are going whenever you are going some job interview, they also ask you which software you are going to use and what is the latest version of this software. So you need to know that which software is latest, like state flow connection connected edition, Then what is the importance of the connect edition? What is the new things that given in the in new software, right? So you need to know you need to know before the going for the interview. Then types of analysis: static analysis, dynamic analysis. What is the importance of the static analysis? What is the importance of the dynamic analysis? When you are going to do the static analysis, types of the static analysis, which types of static analysis you are going to use, and why? As per Indian standard code, you need to do the static analysis as well as dynamic analysis with all the procedure as per the Indian standard code. Also important that time period, time checking, right? Building time checking, right? Whenever you are going to use building time and earthquake analysis, right? What you need to do, you need to calculate base year. How to calculate base year? You need to find out the joint weight. Then how to find the joint weight? So you need to in the case of proper building, you need to apply some pin support at every column, and then you need to apply, then you need to take joint weight. They will directly give you then, right? As per the software modeling, you need to take some joint weight, and using the joint weight you need to designing that particular member for the earthquake resistance design, right? This is the important thing, that how to designing any structure with earthquake resistant designing. And in the present condition, we are only going to designing earthquake resistant structure. We are not able to designing any earthquake proof structure, because nobody know how much earthquake will occur in future. So we are designing that structure for the earthquake resistant structure. Yes, we can say this this is the maximum value that earthquake, if earthquake allow in this building, they 8 to 9 Richter square, they will allow to take this load, right? Allow to take this earthquake load. If after this point the building will be collapsed, then you need to know which degree of freedom you are going to, single degree of freedom system, right? Then what is the mass of the building, where you take the mass, what is the CG of your building, how to calculate the CG of particular single floor. I think you all familiar with Bayesian contact, right? Bayesian and shear Bayesian and shear fault. Whenever you are going to designing some seismic building, what happen? You need to calculate Bayesian. So Bayesian is also Bayesian is important, right? And whenever you are going to designing some state pro model, then how did you say this is perfect? You trust on the software, right? Done. If you said I paid that much amount, right? Then how did you say this is the perfect? Do you have any solution? So at that time, what you need to do, you need to do some manual designing. Manual designing is useful for the cross checking. Whenever you are going to designing some designing column, from 50 column you need to take some 5 columns, and you need to do 5 columns manual designing, and check that you are providing a sufficient reinforcement or not, sufficient size or not, right? So this is the step. Now we are coming on the main topic, how to get the job in MNC, multinational company. This is all your basic, right? After the finishing your all the basic steps, then you need to apply some companies, right? At a lower level. First thing, what happened, whenever you are after the taking some internship program, first of all you join some lower level companies. Why? Because in the lower level company, they provide you so many works. Because in the multinational company, what happened, they provide you some specific work. Multinational company provide you some specific work, right? So you need to know this thing. After the joining some smaller level companies, then they will give you some more and more tasks, right? And then you need to work there at this company 1 to 2 years, right? And then take all the experience, whichever is required for the multinational company. Then one more thing, how to join multinational company? From newspaper, from advertise, from WhatsApp group, from Telegram group. You join so many groups there as per the company requirement and as per your standard. Apply for the post, right? Whenever you are applying, they will definitely they ask you so many questions, and 50% question you don't know, right? So what you need to do, whenever you are in the internship program, you need to learn each and everything. Why shear force, why bending moment we are going to calculate, what are the live load for the corridor, what are the live load for the bedroom, why we are considering live load greater in the corridor, why we are going to use live load less in the bedroom, what are the load coming on the terrace, how much load we are providing in the terrace, right? How much load will be transferred to the staircase. So this is all the things you need to know very well. Amit Tripathi said, hi, good morning, sir. Hi, Amit, good morning. You can ask your question if you have anything, right? So we are talking about some MNC, right? So MNC jobs is coming always, right? So don't worry about job. If you are in the present condition, what happen? Everyone wants job after the completion of BTech or MTech because of the salary, and they want some salary, right? But in the present condition, what happened? Company never provide higher salary as per your employment required, because company providing some limited salary because you are a fresher and you don't know the procedure. So what you need to do, learn all the things and then apply MNC. So what happened, in the case of MNC, they provide you higher salary is greater than your expectation because you have that level of knowledge, right? So what happened, you are apply your effort and then company give you 100% say expected salary, right? So this is the current situation. Now company will ask you the basic of the software, basics of civil engineering, fundamental of the structural designing. They also give you some frame that draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. They also give you some models, state pro model, CTS model. And generally in present condition, we required some intern students, so I took some intern student, I provide them some modeling work. All the students, uh, they do model properly, right, as per their understanding, but they don't know the basics of the civil and structural engineering, where to provide beam, how to provide beam, what is the size of the beam, what is the depth of the beam, what is the length and width criteria. So this is the important thing that you need to know very well before the joining of the any MNC. I hope this is clearly for you. Now you can ask your question if you have anything. So we will take some question answer part, and then we will move for the intensive or job we will discuss about some resume. If you have any question, then you can ask me. I will wait for you. Nitin Sharma said good morning. Yes, Nitin, good morning. Okay. Now, sir, tell us about shear wall. Okay. Shear wall is a vertical column, right? First of all, shear wall is a vertical column. First, shear wall is a vertical column that they are providing in the outer face of the structure. Shear wall also take the that vertical load from the floor to the foundation, and shear wall is continuous from the foundation to the top height of the structure. Then what happen? What shear wall can do? Whenever earthquake force or any force apply in the building, shear wall able to take that much amount of load, and the load will be distributed to the foundation. And whenever you are see some pictures, like width is greater for the shear wall, then you are not able to say this is a shear wall and this is a column. Shear wall and column both work as the same member, but what happened, shear wall and column bending moment will be different, because shear wall is a continuous cantilever wall, right? See, and column is the axial member. Column it connected from every structure, every floor. So this is the basic of the shear wall, and the rest of the and the other thing, that minimum size of the shear wall is 150 mm as per the Indian standard IS 1893 code. And the designing will be provided in the IS code. So you can read IS 1893 for more details. I hope your answer is clear, Nitin. Sir, suppose if there is wall resting directly above slab without supporting beam, then is there any kind of the option or procedure to count that wall load on slab, and how the load will transfer through? Brother, the load, it's depending on the cantilever, how much cantilever you are providing, right? If you are taking too much cantilever, then you need to providing and now we are coming on your question. If you are not providing beams below the slab, then what happen, structure will take that load definitely, right? And how the slab will transfer the load, I will show you one model that I prepared this model on the last day, and I will show you how the load will be transferred. So what happened, when the beam transfer the load to the slab, right? At that time, what you need to do, you have to designing that extra slab as per the cantilever structure, because this is a cantilever slab, and axial load UDL load coming on that particular point. So you need to take the moment, right? So this is a load into distance, that means you need to take that moment. Just 1 minute. Okay, so let's and how the load will transfer. You can see here, I will show you the rendered view. This is the same as you told that this is a cantilever, and this is a column to column and column to beam connection, right? And here we are providing some beams, but you said if we don't want to providing beam here, how the load will be transferred, right? How the load will be distributed. Then what happened when load coming at this beam, right? It particularly this beam. What happened? This total the load distributed by this slab, and from this beam to this slab, and this slab or this beam to this column. Like first of all this beam, then what happened directly using this slab, they are going the load move go to this beam, and then it will be transferred to the column. Like it, and then it will be transferred like this. But in this condition, it's depending on the cantilever. You can see here 0.9 meter cantilever, and what you need to do here, some twisting moment also generated. Then what you need to do, then provide provide here some light load, right? Don't provide some higher load, like you can provide 4-inch wall, you can provide balconies, and definitely the load will be distributed to the next beam. Then what happened, now if you don't provided beam here, right? So you need to provided beam like this direction. You can see here I provided some beams because this is a cantilever structure, right? So whenever load coming on this beam, what happened, the beam will transfer the load by this beam, and then rest of the load will be taken by vertical member column. I hope your answer clear. Tell us how to apply strain load. Okay brother, I will tell you strain load. I will show you directly into the model. You can see this is a staircase, right? This is a staircase. You can see my cursor. This is a staircase. Then what happened? I will take some. I will take only this particular part, so it will easy to understand. Okay. Now we can see rendered view. Okay. Now what happened? This is our stay, right? This is the starting point of our stay. From here, this to this point, our landing, and from landing to this point. Now what happened? The load will take by this beam and by this beam. This is not important because this beam does not take any load. So because stair is in inclined member, so all the load will be directly moved to this beam because of the cantilever, right? I am not I did not go to the deeply in the calculation, but I will show you how the load will be distributed. So if you are taking the 20 to 25 kilonewton per meter load, like as a UDL, what happened? Load will be load will be provided in this particular beam, and at the lintel level you need to provide some beam, additional beam. This is a small structure, so you don't need to provide it. But in the case of high-rise structure, what you need to provide here, you need to provide some beams. So the load will be distributed, because here landing is also provided, right? So first of all, load will apply here and then this point, and particularly step by step you need to apply the load here as well as in the middle. So you need to take some additional beams, right? So this is the procedure, right? And how to calculate the load and how the distribution of the load, it will also given in the textbook. You can read basics of the staircase. There are all types of staircase given with examples, so you can learn. Oh my god, so you need to learn this all the things, right? Okay, I hope your answer is clear. I will share you some photos like how to design the staircase loading. Message me after the finishing this session, right? Okay, ask if you have any other questions. Because what happened, generally we need to provided columns all around the staircase and all around the lift, but in this model what happened, this is not practically possible because already column here. So what should I do, I took some floating column, and as per the new Indian code they also teach that a floating column will provided exactly above the beam. So floating column load will be distributed to the beam and beam to the column. It is not necessary that each and every time you need to provide it some floating column, because all around the lift and staircase already we provided some beams and columns, so they will transfer all the load of the staircase. Because what happens, staircase, okay, due to some internet problem the network is disconnected. Yes, Amit, I hope your answer is clear. If you have anything, then you can ask me once again. If your doubt is not clear, then you can your voice. Okay, okay, due to some internet connection, hope you heard me clearly. Okay, okay, just 1 minute. Due to internet it will. Okay, yes, Amit, now all everything okay, you can ask your question. I thought you don't have anything to ask me. In the future we are going to designing some state pro and ETFs model, and also comparisons between the state pro and ETFs, so everyone know that what is the difference between state pro and ETFs, and which software is best for the structural engineering. We are going to provide a live demo session, so from the starting to ending part, right? Also we are going to planning some designing level, so that we are providing some videos so you can see that what is the basic steps, how to design the plinth beam. If architecture say use some plants, right, they providing 4-inch wall, then how to how to how to take the beam, how to provide the beam size. We are planning these all the things, right? So in future we are also going to providing these all the things. If you have anything, then you can ask Amit, because I think network is good. I think now clear. No sir, it's okay. Okay Amit, if you have any query, then you can message me in the LinkedIn. I will definitely reply you. My LinkedIn ID is Nikun Sondagar. I will mention you here once again. If anyone wants to me, if you want to connect me, then you can go to the LinkedIn and directly message me, and I will reply you. Okay. For more details, you can also contact me. And basically, we are providing some internship programs as well as some paid courses as per your requirement and as per your knowledge, right? And we are going to dealing with these basics, because everyone providing, you everybody do structure, right? So thank you for the watching, guys. If you have any query, you can reach me by LinkedIn. Okay, I hope you get your answer. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you, and have a good day. Okay, bye bye.